When you're out, tell your lucky one to know to leave. Don't you like when you're fleeing? I like not to hear keys. Only hold till your coffee warms, but don't hurry your speed. Once a time, put a time in your ear on the beach, and your clutch clean heat.
The day I met you, I felt something in the air. Sudden change left its traces everywhere. I was lost out on the road. I was weary-eyed and broken on my own. Yeah, I was waiting on the sun or some other god to guide me home. I told my heart to stand aside and let you in. Gave you the key and let you creep under my skin. Yeah, we were saints and angels too. Oh, darling, have you got some eyes on you? Oh, and do you know your moves? You couldn't have done wrong if you had tried to. Oh, how could you have done this to me? Oh, darling, drive your stick right through me. Oh, you shook your feathers like you burned for someone else. So quick to advertise what you would never sell. You were breaking your own back, trying to make up for the things you'll never have. Oh, and don't you feel unnerved? You were brazen, you were brash, girl, you were bad. Oh, how could you have done this to me? Oh, darling, drive your stick right through me. Oh, I don't know if I can do this now. no, no. No, how could you have done this to me? No, now darling, drive that stick right through me. No, I don't know if I can do this, if I can do this now. Now, no, 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 no.
I know you say there's no one for you, but here is one. All flowers in time bend towards the sun. I know you say there's no one for you, but here is one. Here is one.
Okay, I wanted to make sure the mic was off properly because I was belting that fucking song. Welcome in. If you didn't read the title and you're just here, this is gonna be a twi-lite show, so yeah, if you were wondering why that song was so fucking gut-wrenching and you're like, damn that hit, yeah, it did, because that's the song that Jeff Buckley and Elizabeth Fraser wrote for each other. Elizabeth Fraser is the main girl in Cockatoo Twins, if you did not know. They had a brief little romance, and that's the song they wrote for each other, but I was not about to play Jeff Buckley version because I'm sorry, but I can't listen to Jeff Buckley right now. I love that man too much, and the show's already emotionally exhausting enough, so you gotta cover two women. I'm pretty sure it sounded okay. I feel like they were channeling a lot of Jeff and Cockatoo Twin vibes anyways, so I don't know if they were like full on copying their voices, because it sounded really similar to the point where I had to look up and make sure that this was actually a cover and not those two. But yeah, anyways, beautiful song. Also, I feel it is disrespectful to play the original version, which isn't even on Spotify, because the song wasn't even supposed to be released. I've talked about this in another show. You don't need to hear me say it again. But she did not want that song to come out, so I'm not gonna disrespect her by playing her version. I will, however, play a cover because it makes perfect sense in this shit show of an emotional playlist we have going on here. Yeah, so I recently watched New Moon. So most of this playlist is like New Moon and the first twi-lite like energy, but a lot of the songs I feel like would fit really well with like the wedding scene from spoilers, sorry, if you haven't watched twi-lite already, you're either not gonna watch it or I'm just gonna tell you too much that you don't even need to watch it, so it's fine. But if you're here, I'm assuming you're at least a little bit of a twi-lite fan, and if not a twi-lite fan, at least a twi-lite soundtrack aficionado, because that shit is banging. It came out, the first movie came out in 2008, so a lot of the songs that I have on this playlist are after 2008, 2009, when New Moon came out the next year. So this is like my take. These are songs that I would have put in the, honestly, I'm just gonna say it, perfect soundtrack. It really can't get much better. So this is an addition. This is not me trying to like redo it, because you just can't. And it's already spoilers. I tried to stop it before you saw. But I only added 2 songs that are actually in the twi-lite soundtrack, because I mostly wanted to do like my take on it. So obviously I'm playing Possibility. I'm playing the fucking Depression Montage song next. And then okay, hold up. Before I get too ahead of myself here, this playlist is not in any order. It would have been artsy and crafty for me to like craft it into an actual story, like plot line redo, but I didn't feel like doing that. And also the vibes are all over the place anyways in the movie. Like it'll be some sad ass like heartbreaking song and then just be like Muse. So I don't know, that's kind of what we have going on here. So I'm gonna play Possibility because like duh. And then I thought a quick one before the Eternal Worm Eats Connecticut would also have been a really fucking good Depression Montage song. So I'll play that next. So here is A Possibility by Likey Light on Figjams. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoy.
There's a possibility there's a possibility all that I had was all I gon' get. There's a possibility. All I gon' get is gon' be yours there. All I gon' get is gon' be yours there.
Ah, depression. We love to see it. That song is obnoxiously popular on TikTok right now. And I just find it so funny. Some of the songs that just get so big. I feel like overnight, and maybe it's also just like my For You page, because I doubt everyone has fucking death consciousness on their For You page. But like I feel like it's super popular. Like every other TikTok I would watch would be that song for a while, and now I think Gen Z, or maybe it's Gen Alpha, because I feel like that's who's primarily on TikTok now for real. But the generations, whichever fucking one, just found out about OK Computer, because every other TikTok now, like within this past week, has been let down by Radiohead, and it's destroying my fucking life. Like, oh, we know that song's great. That song will always be great, but every time I listen to it, it's like I have a fucking heart attack, and I don't even I don't have really deep like memory connections to that song. It's just fucking heartbreaking. I don't want to hear let down every single goddamn TikTok I scroll through. Like shit, I don't know, my For You page is, oh, it's awful. So yeah, anyways, I had just watched New Moon. That's what inspired this playlist. Sorry if you're disappointed, because I know last week I did say that I was gonna do a Daft Punk-esque show this week, but y'all gotta let me cook on that for a little bit longer, because I'm curating the shit out of that playlist. This playlist, easy. I made it in like 2 hours, and I put it in the description, but I had like a mother playlist that I've been choosing songs from for this playlist, and I'm pretty sure that mother twi-lite playlist, I named it Stephanie Meyer. Is it Stephanie Myers or Meyer? Whatever. Is she the transphobic one, or is it the Harry Potter chick? I never remember. Whatever. I named it Stephanie Meyer. Please add this to the soundtrack. I know, how clever and original. But I think that was one of the first playlists I ever made on Spotify, actually, because I remember, it's like years old. I've been cooking on that shit for a while, but I remember sitting on the porch of this house. I still call it a new house, but I guess we've been here for like 6 years. It just feels new still. But I remember sitting on the porch and playing that playlist when it only had like 12 songs in it for my mom. And I was asking her to like, I was just like gauging. I was like, okay, is this accurate? And my mom like was so not into it. I mean, I'm playing her fucking Grimes, so obviously, I mean that's not gonna go great. And I didn't add Grimes to the playlist because I play Grimes too much anyways. And by too much, I mean like in one playlist, every like 20 playlists, there's like maybe a Grimes song. But it fits really well. So a lot of the songs I couldn't add, or this playlist would have been 6 hours long. So if you're like super curious and just don't feel like you're getting enough from this show, I have like the 6 hour long playlist, like 5 or 6 hour long playlist in the description too, so you can look at that. But anyways, yeah, so watching New Moon. Other movies I've been watching lately, I watched half of American Psycho before I fell asleep, and that was a fucking fever dream. And then, talk about fever dreams, and then recently I also watched I Saw the TV Glow, and that movie was interesting. I know it's super big with like the trans and gay community, so I'm not gonna dog it because I don't want to be canceled, but I don't even think I rated it on Letterboxd. I think I just liked it, or maybe let me look at my Letterboxd, because I don't remember, like, I liked it, don't get me wrong. Okay, I rated it 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. I rated Challengers higher. No. See, I keep on pressing fucking buttons on my phone, so if you hear the music stop, that's just because I'm a little goofy and I like pressing buttons. So I liked I Saw the TV Glow, right? I watched the TV Glow, whatever it's called. But it's like, I was talking to someone about this the other day. It's like, super impactful in the indie sleazy way that like, it's the same vibes as Euphoria. Honestly, they're not really doing drugs. The drug is like your mind in the movie. Like you feel like they're just going to fucking crazy. But there's no like explicit drug use, at least that I remember. But I don't know. It's so like normalized that I don't think I would have even picked that out as notable. But I was also telling my friends, it was just a joke, but I was talking about how much I like Euphoria, and I was like, yeah, they just make drugs look so cool. Like, I remember watching that and wanting to take so many drugs, and I was like, haha, funny, and then my friends were like, what? What? I was like, okay, I don't know if I read the room wrong. My friends are lame now. If you're listening, you're lame now. Y'all don't do drugs no more like we used to. Come on. No, so I saw the TV Glow. Yeah, I stick by my Letterboxd review of 3.5 stars. Like, it was good. And like, I did cry, but like, making me cry, me crying is not a noteworthy event. For real, everything makes me cry. So the fact that I was crying, I was like, yeah, it's impactful enough. But it's also just like, I feel like it's definitely for a younger audience and would be like way more impactful if I wasn't in my ripe old age of 24. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching recently. I guess I mean, it's not a movie, but I watched my friend play the whole mouth-washing game as well pretty recently. That game is fucking fire. If you haven't heard of it, it's like Lethal Company, except it's just like a storyline, like an actual storyline, Lethal Company. And you're stuck on this ship, and I mean, I really can't explain the game at all, I feel like, without giving it away. But it's super cool because it's one of those games or one of those like storylines that flips back and forth between timelines. So it'll be like 6 weeks before blank, and then you'll play like a little scene of it, and then it'll be like 2 months after, you know, like the event or whatever. And I really, really like games like that. And that's why I like Challengers, because Challengers fucking did that shit. And it was so funny. I forgot which one of my friends, because we were watching it like a group of like 10 of us. I forgot which one of my friends, though, could not figure out the timeline. So it was super confusing for him, because he was like, wait, was this before they got together or after they got together? Like the entire movie. And it was so funny. But if you watch Challengers, like, you can tell, like, the way that they show you what time period you're in without just fucking saying it is the length of Zendaya's, like, hair. I just think it's so funny. So yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. Other than Twilight, of course, but Twilight is the OG. I will always be watching that. That will be what I'll be watching over and over on repeat for the entire winter. So here's another Twilight song that's not actually in Twilight, but definitely could be. Here, dude, some of these titles of these songs also like match so well, and I didn't even mean, like, there's a song called like Wolf in here, and I played like Vampire by Ballroom Thieves, but like it's not even because the song title was Vampire. So some of these are just like fitting, like they want to be in Twilight so goddamn bad. Here is It's Just a Bit of Blood by Bedroom.
sleep awake. I sleep with one eye on my bedroom door, the other on the cake, protecting me, protecting you, carving away our fingerprints out of our fingertips until they're smooth. Lie awake, I sleep awake.
Drink up, baby, stay up all night with the things you could do. You won't, but you might. The potential you'll be that you'll never see. The promises you'll only make. Drink up with me now and forget all about the pressure of days. Do what I say and I'll make you okay and drive them away. The images stuck in your head. People you've been before that you don't want around anymore. That push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still. Drink up, baby, look at the stars. I'll kiss you again between the bars where I'm seeing you there with your hands in the air, waiting to finally be caught. Drink up one more time and I'll make you mine, keep you apart, deep in my heart, separate from the rest, where I like you the best, and keep the things you forgot. The people you've been before that you don't want around anymore. That push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still.
going from the Swans to whatever the fuck that song is was kind of insane. I didn't prepare myself enough for that because I thought I was leading up to it enough. But no. I guess that's kind of what the soundtrack does to you anyways, because it just plays those like deep in the dump songs, and then it's like, oh hey, we're vampires. Just kidding, we're badasses. Like, let's go back. But no. Okay, listening to Between the Bars and relating it back to Twilight is actually fucking insane, because this movie is like awful. Like, if you really, I mean, the characters are iconic, the soundtrack's iconic, the shots are great, the filter over it's awesome, but if you really like the story itself sucks ass, because you have this girl who's like obviously like a little jaded, right, and like does not try at all to socialize herself in any fucking way. And so, like, the whole plot of the second fucking movie, sorry, I'm passionate about this, because I just read the books too, and that adds a whole nother layer of, like, desperation to this woman, is like, like, the whole second book is just her in the worst depression you've, like, ever experienced in your life. Like, there's no coming back from that. She's just a hollow, like, shell of a person. She says she has this, like, giant hole in her heart that literally, like, stops her in her tracks. Like, she is in so much physical pain that she, like, drops to the ground frequently and often. And, like, throughout the whole book, like, this goes on for months and months, right? And it's, like, 6-7 months in, and she's still, like, feeling this way. And the only thing that pulls her out of her slump is, one, like, using her, like, guy friend that she knows is in love with her, like, to spend time with, and two, is getting her man back. That's what fixes all of her problems. Not any type of work that she does on herself, not any type of adjustment, not any self-reflection, just pain that is solved by a man. And honestly, I mean, it's 2009. Like, this is the peak Divergent Hunger Games, which also I have so much beef with Hunger Games because it's the same fucking shtick. Like, it's the same, like, this power. Okay, well, that's a little different, because I was going to say this power boss of a person. That is definitely not Bella from Twilight. But this, like, power boss of a person that ends up just, like, everything's ruined by love, and the only thing that solves her problems is love. Which I don't even really know, because I've not watched the last or the second. Wait, I don't think I've watched anything but the first Hunger Games movie, and I, like, read it for a bit, but my memory only spans, like, for the past 3 years. Anything past that is just fucking gone to the wind. So anyways, yeah, I have beef with Twilight because the story fucking sucks, but everything else about it is so great that I will continue rewatching it probably for the rest of my life. But yeah, no, reading the book is actually insane because you get so much more insight, and it's basically the same thing. I've heard the last book is different, and that's the only one I have yet to read. I'm saving it for, like, when I really need a pick-me-up, because I can read a fiction book in, like, a day and a half. Like, any book you hand me, if it's not real and it's somewhat fantasy, I'll read it instantly. But right now I'm trying so hard to, like, be studious and read, well, not even studious, just, like, I can't keep reading these god-awful love story fiction books. As much as I love them, I hate them, and so I need, like, sustenance. It's like a healthy diet, you know, like, you can't just only eat peaches your entire life, you know, you gotta have some broccoli too, you've gotta maybe throw some protein powder in there, drink water, whatever else you're supposed to do for a diet. The only things I fucking eat are taquitos and Greek yogurt. So maybe I'm not the person to go to for healthy diet advice. But if we're talking, like, diet and books, okay, you need a good range of shit. And so right now I'm trying desperately to read this book about trauma, which is, like, and it's not even that, like, I'm adverse to the idea of reading about trauma. It's just not Twilight. It's not Twilight, so I'm having such a difficulty just, like, picking it up and fucking reading it. Honestly, I was gonna say that's what I'm gonna do after the show, but we've got like 17 more songs for me to change my mind. So yeah, I don't know. Also, we're an hour into the show and we're only 10 songs in. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be what it always is me going over forever and ever, as long as I feel like it. Okay, we had 6 hours of songs to go through, so give me a break. I've been working on this playlist for this has been years coming. And so far, okay, that last song was questionable. I just like it, and I wanted a pump up song because I was getting really sad. But I don't know. If I do say so myself, I feel like I'm pretty on the money with a lot of these songs. I almost added 21 Pilots, but I feel like I'm already losing so many of you by doing a Twilight show anyways. So I don't know. Actually, those of you who do like Twilight probably do like 21 Pilots too. No shade, but that's definitely a correlation. So anyways, okay. Sorry if you're already lost with the Twilight shit and you have nothing to compare like what I'm playing to the real soundtrack, but I'm going to talk about more shit that you probably have no clue about because I've refrained from talking about what I'm about to talk about on the show for the last like I haven't brought it up in like at all ever, right? But I've been secretly watching The Vampire Diaries religiously. I seriously don't think I've talked about it on the show once, which is insane. So I'm gonna give you guys a little spiel about why I have just realized, mind you, 7 seasons in, why I have just realized that The Vampire Diaries is a very conservative show. And I'm sad, but it should have been obvious to me by the fact of like how much my mother likes it. Also, side note before I get into Vampire Diaries, because I know y'all are just like dying for me to talk about Vampire Diaries. I'm sitting in my car right now, which I have kind of been doing the past few shows, but I really wanted to be inside. It's just the girls are fighting, and by the girls I mean my parents, and it's really fucking awkward, so I don't really want to be a part of that. So we're sitting in my car and hiding from all my problems because no, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's just so sad. Nope, we're not getting into it. Vampire Diaries. So I believe Vampire Diaries is a conservative show. Why? I don't know. You just gotta watch it, okay? I'm 7 seasons in. But I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna give you guys every single category of monster in the show and tell you what their political affiliation would be. So if you've watched Vampire Diaries, check me on it. If you haven't, you don't know shit, so don't say nothing to me. Okay, so all of the witches in Vampire Diaries, they're liberal. Which, actually, now that I think about it, almost all the witches are, like, people of color. Huh, that's weird. Okay. Anyways, so all the witches, they're liberal. All the vamps, they're all conservatives. Every single vampire. And it's because they're so fixated on the fact that they're vampires and they will never be able to have children. Bro, are you joking? Like, you are fast as fuck. You don't need to eat regular people food. In Vampire Diaries, it's different because they can sleep, actually, which is awesome. I would hate being a vampire if I couldn't sleep. Like, that's insane. Also, Vampire Diaries 100% ripped off Twilight because it came out a year after Vampire Diaries. Or Twilight came out a year before Vampire Diaries. And one of the characters in that show is 100% based off of Edward, and it's so corny. Okay, anyways. Which is liberal? Vamps, conservatives. The werewolves are far right MAGA conservatives. The werewolf vampires, on the other hand, yes, they are werewolf and vampires. They're surprisingly liberal, but they're also British, so, like, who knows? All of the werewolf vampires are British. The British vampires, just the British straight-up vampires, they're libertarian. I believe that they are libertarian. The witch vampires are unknown. I have no... And also, like, okay, the witch vampires just got introduced. Because before, dude, the show logic out the fucking window. Like, I have... Every single episode, I spot at least, like, 4 plot holes. So, it's a time. But witch vampires were just introduced. So, we don't know about them yet. But they're all from, like, 1906. So, I would assume they're liberal. Or they're... Not that. I'd assume they're conservative. The humans, all of just the regular-ass Joe Schmo, like, humans, are all very conservative. Because they all joined the fucking police force. If there's a human in that show, they're joining the police force. Also, the werewolves are also trying to join the police force. So that's interesting. Okay, here's where it gets sloppy. So, the back from the dead vampire hunter vampires turned human. Which, yes, is more than one character. So they were human, they died. They rose from the dead as vampires, previously were vampire hunters, then turned back to humans. Okay. All of those guys are liberals. Interesting. But the back from the dead regular vampire hunters are Trumpers. And with that, with that assessment of Vampire Diaries, I'm just gonna get back to playing Twilight music, because what the fuck? I just said so many words. Here's Anemone by the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Check it out. If you haven't heard it, this song's fucking fire. Thanks for listening to Figjams.
child of woe, keep holding on. When I run through the deep dark forest long after this begun, where the sun would set, the trees were dead and the rivers were none, and I hope for a trace to lead me back home from this place. But there was no sound, there was only me and my disgrace. Wolf mother, where you been? You look so worn, so thin. You're a taker, devil's maker. Let me hear you sing, yeah, yeah. Wolf father at the door, you don't smile anymore. You're a drifter, a shapeshifter. Let me see you run, yeah, yeah. Wayward winds, the voice that sings of a forgotten land. See it fall, child of all, oh, lend a mending hand. When I ran through the deep dark forest long after this begun, where the sun would set, the trees were dead and the rivers were none, and all for a trace to lead me back home from this place. But there was no sound, there was only me and my disgrace.
My head was warm, my skin was soaked. I called your name till the fever broke. When I awoke, the moon still hung. The night so black that the darkness hum. I raised myself, my legs were weak. I prayed my mind be good to me. An awful noise I found something in the woods somewhere.
Find a way to be myself without the look I learned. Jesus wore his hair long because it was in style. But I don't want to be like Jesus is. That's such a crime. It looked like you, now I don't think so. I got something else in mind. I don't want to be some ordinary man, so I choose not to be some ordinary man. Oh, come on,
Okay, so that song fucks. I honestly had to check like 3 times that it wasn't already in the Twilight playlist. Because it really sounds like it should be. I honestly think that song out of my entire playlist is the most like on point. I also really like the Hosier song, and most of these songs ended up like the lyrics kind of match the story. For real. Ordinary Man by Sports, also a fucking banger. First Aid Kit is more on the indie side. I really dove into indie rock a lot more than I feel like I usually do. I don't know. That's not true, because Spotify told me my number one genre is either indie rock or alternative rock, which I guess are kind of different, but that's so fucking lame. Like, give me something sleazier. Give me something more descriptive than fucking alternative rock. Are you kidding me? But yeah, song's banger. Anyways, let's talk about something that's not Twilight related at all. I'll give you guys an update on the kitty cat situation. So, I think after my show last week, the last thing I had updated was like I released the cat that I had found, my son, back into the wild to maybe never be seen again. So I found him the next day. I didn't find him. Someone texted me because I had the whole fucking neighborhood on the lookout for this guy. So they found the cat, and I went to go get him the next day. So it was either like Friday or Saturday. I don't know. My days kind of blend together. So I went to go get him because my grandma wanted to take him, bro. And that was a whole other fight with my dysfunctional parents, that my grandma really wanted a cat, and my dad was just like, no, because where are we going to put our dog? And my mom was like, you're not going to tell my mom what she can and can't have. And it was a whole big thing. But it turned out super great. Like, the cat loves my grandma, and he's on fucking cloud 9. Like, I was worried because he's kind of a little, he's not feral at all, but he's been astray for a really long time, I think. Kind of figured out he's about 6-7 years old, but I was so afraid that he would just try to like escape at any given moment. But he is so fucking content. So anyways, before I took him to my grandma's, I tried to give him a bath, and I tried to give him a bath in like the mudroom sink at first, and that went how you would imagine trying to dunk a stray cat in water. Whatever you imagine happening with that is what happened. So I ended up just putting on some fucking swim trunks and getting in the shower, right? So I had deprived him of water. Smart thinking, right? Because I didn't even realize what I was doing until I was like, oh man, I'm a fucking genius. So he had had water in a little bit, and so I turned on the shower. I was sitting in the shower with him because he just wants to go everywhere that you are. And so he was like sipping up the water from the ground. And so I started like slowly like getting more and more water on him, just like picking it up with my hands and like pouring it over him. And he did not care. Like, bitch was so thirsty. So I was like, okay, bet. Like, I better get this shit done fast. And yeah, so that went about as well as you would think giving a stray cat a shower would go. So it was a little bit better. And since I was in the shower too, he's just climbing all up on me. Like, I was fucking soaking wet. Have scratches all over. He got a really deep one in on my hand, and he's a stray, and I really should have gone to the doctor because it's still like, this was a week ago, and it's still kind of like red and throbbing. I can't play with my fidget toys with that hand, so it's probably fine. It's fine. If I'm not dead at this point, it's okay. But yeah, he got in there deep, but I gave him as good of a bath as I could. I tried. Then this bitch gets out of the shower, and my dumbass, I wasn't like thinking logically. I was like, he needs shower, he need food, he need kitty litter, like he needs a bathroom. And so he gets out of the shower. The second he gets out of the shower, bitch goes and rolls in the fucking litter box that I had set out for him. So now he's just covered in wet litter So then I had to give him another bath. And that, you know, it went about as well as I expected it to go. No worse, no better. So, like, I mean, and I was preparing for the worst, honestly, but, like, it was fine. It was fine. I just needed to assert my dominance and be like, no, like, you're getting this bath. So, yeah, he's at grandma's now. And so this morning I had to get up at 6 fucking a.m. I saw the sunrise for the first time, I think, in, like, maybe my life, at least in the past couple years. So I saw the sunrise. Pretty. Sure, whatever. Never getting up that early again. And so I made a little, like, makeshift booster seat for him in my passenger seat so he could see up and out the window, because I was like, oh, this is a new experience for him, probably. Like, nah, bitch was kind of tweaking out. So I decided to put on Plantasia for him. So the drive to the vet, because apparently, like, I also booked the appointment like an hour away, so that's why I had to get up at the butt crack of fucking dawn. So I played Plantasia for him on the way there. And he fucked with it, I think. I mean, I just felt like words would have been too stimulating. Like, he was already going, like, 70 miles per hour, which, first of all, for a cat, I feel like that would feel insane. I cannot imagine how he was feeling. But he likes to talk a lot, so he would, like, look me straight in the eyes and, like, meow, meow, meow. Like, it wasn't even, like, agitated meows. I just really literally feel like he was trying to communicate with me. Holy shit! The moon is huge! Go look at the moon! I was like, what is that light shining down from the heavens above? It's the moon, bro. That shit pretty. Okay, anyways. So, I played in Plantasia. He was like, fine. He went to the vet. They bring him back out in like 10 minutes. He's done. They tried to chop his balls off. They came out and they were like, can we take his balls off? And I was like, no, brother, what? He's 7 years old. Like, he can keep his damn balls. So I told him no. And then, like, 2 seconds later, they brought him out. They're like, okay, all done. They gave him all his shots, dewormed him, gave me all his meds. And, like, the amount, like, literally getting there and back took over 2 hours. But the vet appointment itself took, like, 10 minutes. I was kind of pissed. But, like, this place charges, like, the cheapest anywhere that I have ever seen, so it's fine, whatever. Also not my cat, so I wasn't paying for it anyways, but I don't know, I trust those bitches up in Marshall. So on the way back I feel like, okay, New Blue Sun. Have you guys listened to Andre 3000's like newest? I was gonna try to come up with a word that describes the album. I can't. I'll call it like Lego Indiana Jones type beat. Have y'all listened to that? Because that's some damn good cat music, and also is literally just Plantasia, but except the songs are 4 times as long, and like more like mellowed and drawn out. Honestly, it's the same album. So if you haven't heard of that album, I'm gonna read you the song titles, at least the 4 songs that we listen to, because they're 10-minute songs each, at least. So the songs that me and Kitty listen to, also his name is Marshmallow. The songs that me and Marshmallow listen to, and I'm gonna tell you also what he thought of the songs based off of like the rate of meowing. Right? Okay. So first song is called "I Swear I Really Wanted to Make a Rap Album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time." Kitty thought it was mid, probably out of 10 stars. I would say Kat thought it was like a 4 out of 10. And that's, okay, all the songs that I like the most from the album, the cat did not vibe with. Or you could take it that his meowing meant that he was, like, super fucking into it. But I took it more as, like, he was, like, shouting just mid. So he thought the first song was pretty mid. Second song, though, love this shit. Second song is called "The slang word pussy rolls off the tongue with far better ease than the proper word vagina. Do you agree?" God, I hate this man. I love this man, but, like, what the fuck? Kitty loved that song, bro. Really, really resonated with him. Not a peep out of his mouth. The only song he liked more than that was Bipolar Disorder's Daughter wears a 3000 TM shirt embroidered. He quite enjoyed that song. Did not fuck with That Night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started making these low register purring tones that I couldn't control. Shit was wild. That song he also thought was mid. So, in case you were looking for a cat's review of Andre 3000's new whatever the fuck he's doing, overall, I mean, we only listened to half the album. Overall, I would say Kitty gave it a 6 out of 10. I don't think he hated it. I think he liked it more than Plantasia. So there's that. Anyways, that is the update on my son. And the Andre 3000 album, New Blue Sun. Really interesting, guys. Okay, I'm probably gonna take out the next song. Yeah. Okay, I really want to listen to Mogwai. Just listen to the song on your own, okay? Actually, listen to the whole album, Rock Action. I will make that the album of the week, but I am taking it out of this playlist because it's 7 minutes long, and I'm not trying to sit out here for another hour and a half. Also, I really want to listen to Deftones. So, here's that for you. Here's Change by Deftones on Figjams. We're going back to Twilight, okay? No more cat talk. Honestly, wait. There are no pets. There are no pets in Twilight. And, I mean, unless you count the wolves. Yeah, we count the wolves. Okay, anyways, here's Deftones.
Fly in the sky. Day into night. Out at sea, paralyzed. All I see is your eyes.
Okay, I got a few more songs for you here before I cut to the quote unquote credit scene of the show. Some remarks first, though. Okay. House Flipper is $2.99 on Steam right now. If you've been waiting to play a mindless simulation, there we go. I was really scared I was gonna say stimulation. Same word in my head. It's like housing. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I'm about to go play it right after the show. Supposedly, since I like retail company simulators so much, I have been told I will like House Flipper. But instead of $25, it's $2.99 on Steam right now. So if you're looking for a new game, hop on that shit, I guess. Another news, I saw. Okay, I just wanted to say this on this show because it's so fucking. Christians are so funny, bro. They're so funny, and I'm not talking regular old Joe Schmo Christians. We're talking like Pentecostal church. Okay, so this girl posted on her story, and she was like, "Thoughts on horror films? Should Christians watch them? Are they harmless or make believe?" Oh, I've always thought it was make believe, but maybe it is make believe. Anyways, should Christians watch them? Hell no. Are they harmless? Make believe? Hell no. And then the next question, are they an open door to demons? Hell yeah. Like, what the fuck? And then she put underneath it, she's like, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I just want to hear your guys' opinions on this. And I was like, that's when I knew it wasn't a joke. I really thought it was a joke. But this was like a serious post. Like, should Christians watch horror films? Yeah. Y'all need to be cultured. I'm not even joking. This moon is insane. And it goes with this show so well because it's like hidden behind a bunch of clouds and it's super foggy. But it's huge, bro. Also another thing. Something that happened to me this morning, right? When I talk to people about sleep paralysis, I really thought that was a normal thing. I thought everyone got sleep paralysis, and quite frequently at that. But sometimes when I talk about it, people are like, oh, wow, I've never experienced that before. That's crazy. And it's been so long. It's been so long since I had gotten sleep paralysis until last night. Okay, so I went to sleep at like 2 a.m. as I do. But the thing is, I had to wake up at 6. So in my head, like, I was already a little, like, funky. And that's the first problem, is, like, being thrown out of my routine. Almost always I get sleep paralysis. My body is just like, no, you're not doing this. So I went to bed about 2, right? And I'll tell you my other dreams, because as I've talked about before, one crazy thing about not smoking weed anymore is that I remember all of my dreams, multiple dreams a night. So last night I remember 3, maybe like 3.5. See, I can't tell where the dream cuts off. Like, usually if it's a completely different plot and feeling, I would assume that is a different dream, but they blend. So the first dream, I don't know, I wrote this down as soon as I woke up on my notes app, but I don't remember what I meant. I put memorization, I guess. I don't know. I put memorization. So anyways, the first dream was like sperm whales, right? And like, I haven't thought about sperm whales in so long. I used to think about them like all the time. But in the dream, so like, I used to be one. I was like a mermaid, but instead of being like how mermaids are, I was just like, I could turn on the sperm whale when I wanted to, because I was inherently like half sperm whale. I think I've been watching like too much vampire shit and also like marine stuff on YouTube. Oh my god, hang on. Jesus Christ. Somebody tell this bitch to stop smoking cigarettes. So anyways, I was like sperm whale in my blood, but like I appeared to be in the dream like just a normal human, but like I was speaking their tongue. So I was talking to some of them, and we were in New Mexico, but it was like Antarctica, but New Mexico at the same time. It was quite lovely. It was very beautiful. So I was talking to these sperm whales about it was about memorization, something to do with memorization, because later on I needed to memorize something because I was going into this crazy like kung fu battle. So I was talking to these sperm whales, and there was just one whale that was like, I don't know if you guys have ever played Stardew. There's like a moonlight festival in the summer, and there's this like mermaid scene you go and watch, and there's like a bunch of mermaids dancing around, and then there's just this one giant lady mermaid. That's what this was like. Like there was one giant lady sperm whale, and the other sperm whales I was talking to, they could converse with me, but this one giant lady sperm whale was just like sitting there like staring at me. It was so eerie, and like in the dream I was just ignoring her and like going around my plot or whatever, but I could just feel her presence the entire time, and it was fucking terrifying. So anyways, I went to go train, and I did the kung fu stuff eventually. That part of the dream was just like it was a whole storyline, but like obviously the more hours that pass, the less I remember it. I remember it feeling significant at the time though. So I had that dream, right? So then, oh my god, I literally am like getting shivers thinking about this, because I really do not want this to happen again tonight, because that was awful. So I'm in the dream, but it's like sleep paralysis is like you can't really tell like when you're dreaming or like when, like if you're asleep or you're not. So it was like this weird like in between phase, and I know I was conscious-ish because I looked at the clock and it said 5 a.m. So at this point I had only been asleep for 3 hours, and mind you, I did not go back to sleep after this, because I just fucking couldn't go back to sleep after this. I was terrified that this would continue happening. So I look at the clock. It's 5 a.m. Then I hear like rustling in my bathroom. So that wasn't real. Looking at the clock at 5 a.m., that was real. But I was awake, and I was also dreaming at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I was conscious and unconscious at the same time. So I hear rustling around in my bathroom, right? And I was calling someone on my phone. This is also not real. But I was calling someone on my phone, and I was having like a conversation, because I've been talking on the phone pretty much every night, whatever. So I guess my brain was still like in that phase. So I was talking on the phone. Then my phone starts like screeching in my ear. And it, like the phone's going all screwy, and the screen is like just like a like static, like TV static when you don't have a channel on or whatever. And I hear this rustling in the bathroom. So the phone goes screwy. The call cuts out. So I'm laying there facing the bathroom, and normally also when I switch my sleep position, I will get sleep paralysis. So I was facing towards the bathroom door, and usually I don't. Usually I face towards my wall. So I was facing towards the bathroom door. So I'm hearing this rustling going on. And then everything just stops. Like my phone was going screwy. It was like making some noise. I hear some rustling in the bathroom. Everything just like stops, goes quiet. And God, I don't know how to describe it. I feel someone next to me. Like their head is nestled in my neck. Like a cutesy little like cuddling position, except it's not, and it's horrifying. It's like that, right? So someone's head is like nestled in my neck, whispering just random fucking shit in my ear, right? And oh my god. And I have not had sleep paralysis in so long, and this is by far one of the more terrifying ones that I have had. And I'm still like trying to shake it, because this is less than like 24 hours ago. So anyways, so someone's just like head is on mine, like body on mine, just whispering shit in my ear, and it's taking everything inside of me to physically turn my body. Now this is real, because I really am moving. but I wasn't like awake ish. I don't know. It's that like in between state. So, and I was like straining everything in my body to turn to like see this like thing that is beside me, like laying on my head. And I like actually woke myself up by like screaming, right? So I was like you can't talk, right? When you're in this state, like you can't move, you can't talk. So I was like moaning because like that's the only sound like I could produce. And so I'm surprised I did not wake up my parents. I vaguely do remember my door opening, so maybe I did, and they just didn't say anything about it. But I woke myself up like half moaning, half screaming. And obviously there was nothing there because it's not fucking real. But like I had felt I had felt the head on my head. Oh God. Yeah, so that was my night. So I got about 3 hours of sleep. Because after that, okay, and here's the interesting part too, because so that happened, right? And the rustling I heard in my bathroom, so I fell right back asleep because, like, I don't know, you know when you dream and, like, the most horrifying thing happens to you, but you wake up and it's like, it's fine because the emotions aren't real. Like, that's what happened. Like, yes, that is the most horrifying thing ever, but it also, like, was so numbed out to me emotionally that I just went back to sleep. Like, but it was like only a half sleep because I was still like terrified that I would just slip right back into it. So the rustling I heard in my bathroom like manifested in this like next dream as my brother comes out of the bathroom. Like, this is not real. My brother comes out of the bathroom and like starts talking to me, and I think that was my mind like creating something to like get me out of whatever the fuck that thing on me was. And so my brother comes out of the bathroom, he starts talking, and he's like, time to wake up. Mind you, it's like 5 a.m. I had 3 hours of sleep. It's dark outside, whatever. And so in the dream, he like opens my blinds, and like the sunlight is just shining through. And I remember in the dream, I was so angry, and I was like, what are you doing? Leave me alone. But it was like literally my brain manifesting something to like get me out of that hole, which like I was grateful for. But at the time, I was pissed because I was like, I'm trying to sleep here, bitch. And the funny thing is I remember in the dream telling my brother that I was dreaming. Okay, so in the dream, I thought that I was dreaming of sleep paralysis. So it was like a double layered, almost triple layered actually, because I was dreaming of a dream. I don't know, it was so fucking confusing. But in the dream, like logically, I was explaining to my brother this sleep paralysis demon before I was even awake enough to process it myself. So yeah, anyways, that was my night. I'm very sleep deprived. Really trying to literally fight my demons. It's terrifying. If you've never had sleep paralysis, don't recommend. Don't get into that shit. Maybe don't go sober. I don't know if that's contributing at all, because it gets really bad for me. Like I said, 1, when I'm out of my routine, 2, when I'm in a different sleep position, and 3, especially 100%, and this was my mistake last night. If I fall asleep lying on my back, I will always have sleep paralysis. There's like, it's a 100% guaranteed thing. So anyways, that's what happened to me. That was my night. Fucking horrifying. And I'm only describing it in physical senses when I literally cannot describe to you like what was going on in my head. It was fucking insane. So anyways, those are the demons that I was fighting last night. It's safe to say I will be struggling falling asleep tonight, so I'm gonna drink like 2 cups of fucking sleepy time tea and hopefully pass the fuck out, listen to Lord of the Rings. God, I'm terrified. I do not want that to happen again, because that fucking sucked. Like, feeling the weight of a head on my head that wasn't my head. Anyways, there's no good segue to go back into the music, but I do have more songs for you. The next song is My Chemical Romance. So there's not much more to say about that. This is my favorite all-time My Chemical Romance song, and it's 57 fucking seconds long, so I'm pissed. But But I listen to the song on repeat all the time. Like, I will sit there, and I'm not even joking, for like 10 minutes straight. So that's like 10 listens to the song. So it's a minute long. And I think it sounds a lot like Radiohead. And, oh, what do we have here? We also have some Radiohead right after that, because it's a twi-lite playlist. So, obviously. Yeah, anyways, after that demon talk, let's listen to some My Chemical Romance. Here is Interlude.
Since we took
that that's not me. I go where I please. I walk through walls. I float down the living. I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here. In a little while, I'll be the moment's already passed. Yeah, it's gone. And I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Alright. Oh shit, hang on. My brother's coming. You came at the worst possible time.
Bro, you gotta look at the moon.
I've been looking at the moon, dog.
That shit's crazy.
I'll bring this back into you. Thanks. Love you. Yeah, bro. Even this boy clocking the moon. And this boy don't pay attention. That shit is crazy. We've talked about demons. We've talked about vampires. We've talked about werewolves. We've talked about witch vampires. You sit and think about what we've talked about while I hit this vape. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, we talked about that too. And oh yeah, that. Yeah. Oh my god. My brother's right. I do take fat hits of that shit. I need to take a deep breath after that. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed my Twilight music. I have some ending credit songs for you to finish out the night. Unfortunately, we will not have a Figjams actually for 2 weeks, I think. Next week kind of falls on Christmas, and I assume you guys have things to do on Christmas, like be with your family, and if not, you can just go and listen to past Figjams episodes if you're really needing that oomph. And then the week after that is New Year's Day, so I will be in Iowa. I may do a show. Probably not, though. So the next show will be January 8th. Damn, this is like a long hiatus for me. I'm gonna have a bomb-ass fucking playlist for you. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be something good. We're starting out the new year right. So, yeah, the next 2 weeks, if you get lonely, all of the show recordings are on the live tab of Names 2. So, check them out if you want. But we will be back January 8th, popping off with some tunes and shit. So, thank you guys for listening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year's. Manifest some shit. It's gonna be a good one. This year, fucking throw it in the trash. It's done. I can't take another fucking day of 2024. So, 2025, we're looking up. I believe in you guys. Here is the outro scenes for my Twilight playlist. I will catch you guys in the new year. Peace out.
And when the ice turns gray, oh, and I've become, you call me up in your words, you say, oh, I have begun. And when the sheets are frayed, and when you walk alone, your rolling eyes in your head, you say, oh, 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 and you can't wait till May, 'cause winter's just begun. Your eyes roll back in your head, you say, what have I become? Oh, what have I become? Ooh.
White demon love song down the hall. White demon shadow on the road. Back up your mind, there is a car. He hears it coming after all of this time. She likes the way he sings. White demon love songs in her dreams. White demon, where's your selfish kiss? White demon, sorrow will arrange. Let's not forget about the fear. Back invitation to a place that cannot change. Wild, strangely holy. Come, pouring rain. Darling. White demon, widen your heart's scope. White demon, who let your friends go? White demon, widen your heart's scope. White demon, who let your friends go? Let us be in love. Let us be in love. Let's do old and gray. Let's do old and gray. I won't make you cry. I won't make you cry. I will never stray. I will never stray. I will do my part. I will do my part. Let us be in love tonight. White demon, widen your heart so. White demon, who let your friends go? White demon, widen your heart so. White demon, who let your friends